It is in my honest opinion that Whis should not be beaten by Goku, Vegeta, or any of the mortals ever, as long as Dragon Ball Super still has a continuing story. I say this because there has to be some sort of limit and limitation. We all love Goku, Vegeta, whichever character is our favorite. We love them, but there should be a limit as far as how strong they can get, because if you say that, okay, Goku and Vegeta are allowed to surpass Whis, an angel, a deity, that should not be close, because even the gods of destruction cannot go toe to toe with an angel. If that's the case, I don't care how much training Goku and Vegeta do. I don't care how many power-ups they get, how many transformations they get, how many techniques they learn. They should always be held to a certain standard of being the strongest mortals. I think is completely acceptable for as much as they train, and they are warriors after all. So if anybody in the entire Dragon Ball multiverse is going to be strong enough to be considered the strongest mortal, I think at the end of the day, when Dragon Ball Super is all said and done, or at least when they're going into a new direction, it should be the Saiyans, which is Goku, Vegeta, or even Broly or Gohan now at this point, especially with his success in the in the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie. So we should be endgame. That should never be endgame. Like, nobody as a mortal should be able to go toe to toe with Whis, because then it to me it diminishes the value of how powerful he really is and just his status overall within the Dragon Ball Super hierarchy, which I guess whether some people like it or not, it's not really the point, because it's here. We have Dragon Ball's always had a hierarchy in terms of mortals, deities, gods, etc., angels, kais. There's always been that aspect of structure and organization and rank in Dragon Ball, and it's always going to be that way. I think some people would prefer for everybody to kind of be on level playing grounds, but like, that's not how the anime started, and it's never going to get to that point. There will always be a hierarchy. Beerus, as far as gods of destruction are concerned, that's obviously a little bit more of a gray area, because we have had times where mortals have been stronger than a god of destruction, which to me, gods of destruction were formerly mortals at some point, and then they obviously got to be appointed as the god of destruction. I mean, Whis offered both Goku and Vegeta the job as destroyer of Universe 7 whenever quote-unquote Beerus kicks the bucket, which he's been alive for 1,000,000 years. I mean, when exactly is he going to do that? Who knows? But that lets you know that mortals can become gods of destruction. Obviously, we see it in Universe 11 with Top being the next candidate to replace Belmont as god of destruction. So clearly mortals can do it, and I think that's an okay envelope to reach, because that's where Dragon Ball Super is currently at. But we should be off limits to any mortal at any level. Even, let's say, in the craziest of scenarios, if Goku or Vegeta ended up becoming a god of destruction, which would more than likely be Vegeta. Vegeta's strength, even as a god, should never be able to rival or even come close to where Whis is at. That should be for anybody else. I think that should remain a constant, because I've seen some fans wanting Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Frieza to go toe-to-toe with Whis and to be as strong as them. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why, man? You don't think about how damaging that would be to the show, to the characters, to a lot of work that Dragon Ball has done over its existence as an anime. That's something you do not want. It's cool to see and think about in terms of just kind of what if scenarios, obviously, like something in a universe that doesn't really count. Like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I think for that type of stuff makes sense, because it's just all over the place anyways, and it's fan service out the wazoo. Like that type of variation of Dragon Ball that doesn't really count for what the real story means and matters, I think that's okay. And obviously video games is always cool to have those things play out, but when it comes to Dragon Ball Super's anime and the continuity of what's canon and what actually counts, Goku, Vegeta, no other mortal, Jiren, Frieza, Broly, whomever, should never be able to get up to Whis' power level. It will destroy so much of what Dragon Ball Super has used its entire existence working for. And I have to revisit that and reiterate that again, because as a Dragon Ball fan, why would you want something to lose its value, just for the sake of seeing someone be able to be on Whis' level? There are plenty of other ways to see, the mortals get to the level of an angel, Whis, Vados, Makarita, whomever else that exists obviously as angels through those various universes. But that should be very sacred, and that should be protected to me at all costs when it comes to Dragon Ball's anime and manga, most importantly, going forward. Now, of course, that's just my thoughts on the matter. If anybody has a legitimate reason why maybe that could actually work and how it could actually be positive or beneficial to the anime in the long run, please let me know. I just haven't thought of any sort of scenarios even close where I personally think it would be beneficial to have, like I said, Goku, Vegeta, or anybody else that's immortal get up to Whis' level. But maybe some of you have thought of an idea that maybe I haven't, and how it could actually turn into some good storytelling. But I think it'd be a bit of a stretch, and I think most fans would probably be upset with it. But that's just me. Let me know your thoughts. Comment section below. We should take it from there. As always, appreciate your love and support. If you're new, make sure to subscribe here for weekly Dragon Ball discussion content. Unfortunately, that is all the time I have for you guys today, but I will see you all later. Goodbye.